Hey guys, and welcome. My name's NG Paradox, and we're here to finish off the war in Slaver's Bay. Hopefully we can get to the end of it as soon as possible and move on from this horrible place. I mean, not horrible place. It's a lovely place. I'm starting to think Jogo might fancy me. See, I'm not. Dany doesn't sleep with anyone who fancies her. She's not really that lustful. If she was going to sleep with one of her Dothraki cohorts, she would have done it already, I feel like. And I feel like it'll just remind her too much of Drogo. So we're going to say it's not appropriate. Especially now I'm a mother. I mean, not just a mother of dragons, I'm actually a mother now. So we need to keep that in mind. Your Grace, an enemy host approaches intent on the circle in the castle. What shall we do? Well, they're not going to be able to take it, because we're just going to go in and completely annihilate them with dragons. So we're going to say this castle's impregnable. We're safe here for now, yeah. There's quite a lot of defenders. I think she'll be happy with that, because we're going to go in and save them anyway. Ooh. Did he just defeat the Mountain Clansmen? No, it was. He did defeat the Mountain Clansmen. How did you do this? He must have captured him, I'm assuming. He doesn't seem to have lost many men. Well, there we go. Robert Arryn has managed to protect himself from the Mountain Clansmen. Yunkai held many slaves as captives. That is until you and your army liberated them. The decadent slave owners only watch as your men free every last slave, granting them all their freedom. Very nice. 30% chance of a band of former slaves joins your cause. Oh, that's pretty cool. The slaves of Yunkai risen up in revolt and have joined your cause. A soldier, a courtier. Ooh, we get some cool characters to come join us. Clap the leader in irons. Yes. There we go. So he was here. Phew. I did think his men were there. We actually got some men as well. But there we go. The war is done. Take that, masters of Slaver's Bay. You are nothing when it comes to the mother of dragons. We are done. Let's bring the people back. And we can delete them. My prisoner, Master Grazdan, Zo-Iraz. Let him rot for now. So what happens now then? Okay, so it looks like we're going to get some things pop up. Wow, look at this. Looks like we took all their lands. Good, good, good. The Breaker of Chains. Okay. They called themselves wise masters. I call them fools for defying me. I returned to Meereen with Drogon and my Khalasar and crushed the Yunkish host. Despite my victory, Yunkai remains the greatest threat to my freed men. So now I prepare to march upon that accursed place. Then onto Astapor, and any other city that refuses to bend the knee and break the chains. I will not rest until the East is liberated, for they call me mother, and it is my duty to free them. So what do we do now? The legions of New Gis will fall, so do declare war on New Gis. I shall fly to Volantis, declare war on Volantis, listen Tyrosh, or Maya. These two are quite far away, so I don't feel that's the best thing. Volantis or Gis. Now, Volantis is quite far away. They did help in the war, though I feel like Gis would be a good target as well, just because they're the last of kind of the Slaver's Bay. And he has very few men, so he would be an easy target, and that would end the threat from exterior forces in Slaver's Bay. So, legions of New Gis will fall. That's what we're going for. To emancipate them. We will emancipate New Gis. After seizing the kingdom of Yunkai, you've also captured the treasury of the deposed High Master of Yunkai. Ooh. Transfers a glass candle. Interesting. Well, there we go. A glass candle's candle made of obsidian. It is claimed that when the glass candles burn, the sorcerers can see across mountains, seas, deserts, give men visions and dreams, and communicate with one another half a world apart. Yeah, the actual story of the glass candles I find is a real... It's not talked about too much in the books, but it's kind of like thrown in here and there, and it's very mysterious. In a TV show, I can't remember if it's been introduced, the glass candle, at all so far. But I remember the story, obviously, with the Maesters in the Citadel. It sounds really interesting. The whole thing about them being locked in the room and the lights are turned off. Because obviously it's said that you can't, light them, and many men will, cut their hands trying to light it and whatnot. It's kind of an interesting thing. I'm wondering if maybe, there's something about that. Is it because they're trying to find someone who can light it? Does that prove magic or something? Or you have a certain, blood or something, or maybe some people have lit it, but they keep it a secret and they get kind of transferred higher positions maybe in the Citadel maybe. Who knows? There's something going on with the glass candles, and we don't really know exactly what it is yet, but there's just things here and there, but it's cool that we have one. That's nice. Okay, so with our men, we will go to liberate New Gis. Now obviously, their capital is an island, so we're going to have to sail over there if we're going to take them down. How many boats do we have? 43 boats, that's for about 4,000 men. It's not many men, is it? Should we just go burn Gis? I feel like that would be difficult to defeat. Actually, 4,000 men with the dragons could defeat them. So let's do that. Raise the vassal fleets. Okay, we'll bring all of the fleets to Yunkai. Okay, so we'll bring all our fleets to Yunkai. We'll take about 4,000 men with a dragon, of course, and that should be enough. They only have about 3,000 men, I think it said overall anyway. How big is the castle? About 4,000 men. Apparently it's been attacked. Okay, no. Trade post. Oh, okay, so it might be a trade post we have that. Actually, I probably should click that to see. Yeah, we have a trade post from Marine there. Okay, so they're attacking that. Okay, that makes sense. I was getting a bit confused there. Okay, 45 ships. Let's create a new unit. We need 4,000. That's almost enough. That's too many. 5,000. Too many. No, too many. Which one? That looks like enough. That's a bit more. That's too many. Too many, too many. This one? How many ships was it again? 45. So we take 4,500. So that's a bit too much. I need to find something a little smaller. That's probably fine. 4,200. I think we could probably go for that. 4,700. Yeah. Okay, 4,200. We'll just take that for now, I think. And we'll put Dany in charge. Okay. We'll just need Dany, really, anyway. But she will also take Belawaz, because obviously he's our defender, he's our bodyguard. Get on the ships. And we shall sail to New Gis. We'll also take the men down. Yeah, we'll just take the men down to New Gis. We could also just sail back and get some more if need be. I don't think we'll need to with dragons. I don't think we'll need to at all. Your Grace, since I've arrived in Marine, there's never been a shortage of soldiers. Thank you, Archibald. Thank you indeed. Let us hope so. But there's still no event to have, like, Tyrion and Jorah Mormont to come join us, which is a shame. I was hoping there would be. I don't know, maybe there is one still. It's not popped up yet. We've not even seen one for the Greyjoys, but it looks like Victarion is in jail. Now, obviously, we're going to have low morale, but I'm hoping because we have a dragon, it should be okay. Let's just we'll keep our fingers crossed. Okay, let's see how it goes. Oh, speak of the devil, this has to be it. Because look at that picture. It has to be. There's only one man who looks like this. Tyrion, a lion brought low. 3 slaves had escaped the Yunkish camp during the siege. When brought before me, one turned out to be none other than the dwarf Tyrion Lannister, son of Tywin, my father's chief betrayer. The other is a ravaged-looking Jorah Mormont, who was beaten savagely during his captivity. I forgive him his past deeds. Huzzah! Upon hearing such mercy, the imp falls to his knees and attempts to plead with me. He tells me how he poisoned the usurper's son, his own nephew, and slew his father, Tywin, how he fled King's Landing to the manse of my former patron, Illyrio, and how he crossed half the world to kneel before my throne. He now seeks to serve as my advisor. Well, we do need good men. I mean, in the book, I'm not sure how Dany would react, because we haven't seen her meet Tyrion just yet. Obviously, on the TV show, she forgives him and brings him in. So I feel like because I want us to try and get to the position of the TV show so we can kind of, see what will happen in that situation, where the TV show might go. Obviously, it's not going to go how it's going for us. But, I want to get in that sort of position where she is in the TV show. So I think we're going to have to forgive him. Rise, my new servant. What other titans do you have? He joins us. Jorah joins us. We can have... The imp joins us, but the imp is imprisoned. Jorah joins. Or we can kill Tyrion, and Jorah Mormont joins us. I think we're going to let both of them join. Ah, Jorah Mormont, you are here. And you got married. Congratulations to a girl who looks a little bit like me. Actually, she actually has like my nose. She has kind of my eyes, my chin almost. Oh dear, she does look a bit like me. But he's had a kid. Jonas Mormont, who is strong. Oh, look at that. We both had kids, Jorah Mormont. See, isn't it lovely how things turn out? And I'm a single mother, basically. But yeah. Rise, my servant. But it looks like the battle's going well. Jorah Mormont is here. Tyrion is now here. We have all the people we wanted. Yes, this is exactly what I wanted to see. Hand of the Queen. Now, obviously, Tyrion would make... See, personally, I'll choose Jorah Mormont, because I feel like he's been one of the best advisors for her most of the time. But how low is he when it comes to his ability? Where is he? Huh. Where is Jorah Mormont? Let's go back a second. You are here, but why can't I make you do stuff? Form a slave, guardian, ask to leave the court, assemble mercenary company. That would be kind of cool to do that, but I can't give him a position. Okay, Hand of the Queen will be Tyrion Lannister, Master of Laws. This guy actually seems to be the best one. We'll do it him to keep some of our vassals happy. Master Arms. There's Jorah Mormont. Yeah. Oh wow, Stewardship 1, Diplomacy 3. Yeah, he's definitely not going to be the man to be Hand of the Queen. But Master Arms will go to Barristan. Master of Coin will make this guy Master of Whispers. Ooh, this guy's amazing, but he hates me as well. So does he. 19, 19. 19's a bit better, but they're both like 14, 13. It's about the same. Yeah, not much difference from her, and we trust her. Okay, I'm happy with this council. That is fine. I gotta get him to do stuff. Oversee the realm while I'm off fighting. Yeah, Tyrion's not really a fighter. He can oversee the realm. He's good at that type of thing. You keep doing that. My children aren't old enough just yet. Then again, there's quite a few young people in our council. And he was training people in the books. You know, he was training quite a lot of the, either the Unsullied or some other people, if I remember. Like Hero, I think, if I remember correctly. So yeah, we can have him do that. You collect taxes in Astapor. I'm sure there's some money in Astapor. Actually, no, Yunka probably would have been a better choice, but it's fine. Okay, there we go. So we defeated their army here. And I think that's basically the whole army. My ward always follows the rules and refuses to cheat. Life will reward her. Yeah, I think she'll like that. She doesn't want someone who cheats all the time. But what do we have here? Okay, so we can take that. Now, the next one we actually can't take. We don't have enough men. And another Dothraki Horse Lord has launched a raid on our lands. 1,000 men. You know what? This time we don't have a big problem. We can definitely deal with gifts on our own. And I feel like Dany, because she's quite proud, she would say, okay, this is it. I did it once because we had to for the good of the people, but this time, they're just trying to take advantage. They think I'm weak. The Dothraki people, because we gave money last time, they think we're weak. Let's show them that we're not. I will drive these savages from our realm. Maegor's maybe I should just go attack them for now. We should probably send a ship back. I'm not sure if the dragons can take a castle if they don't have enough men. I can't remember if that's true. So we'll see. We'll attack with these men. Maybe they can affect it. I don't think they can. I think you have to actually use the dragon to be able to take it down. So I think we could, but let's just get enough men and just take it naturally just to make it easier. Don't want to take any risks with our dragon. I say he's going to be so important because remember, this is only the beginning of our adventure. We have to still get back to Westeros. We still have to do that. And Stannis has been defeated. Oh dear. Aegon is at 89%. Oh, if Aegon could take the Stormlands, probably actually won't be much help. Oh no, it was a white peace in the end. Roose Bolton defeated him. No, so, okay, Tommen beat him. Okay, that was it. Ooh. Ramsay. Has Ramsay been disfigured? No. Okay. So Ramsay's not been disfigured, but because he's just insane, he's decided to wear a mask. We got the fake Arya Stark who's pregnant. Oh, those Those Boltons. I'm not sure how Dany would feel about the Boltons, because obviously they're not usurpers. She doesn't know anything about the Boltons, really. Oh. White Peace. What the... Why was that? I don't know. Okay, I don't know what's just happened here. Breaker of Chains. They call themselves Wise Masters. Okay, so we've had this thing pop up again, which is kind of odd. And we can attack Gis again, which I guess we will. Yeah, we'll attack New Gis. I'm not sure what just happened there. Huh. Aegon's invasion ended inconclusive. So now Aegon's now left with his men, and he has nowhere to go because Stannis has been defeated. This is pretty bad for Westeros, for what will happen there, because it looks like Tommen and his family hold all the cards right now. Kevin Lannister's getting a bit of control over there. Are the Ironborn going to be a threat? The Ironborn still can't defeat the Reach just yet, so they're not going to be a threat either. Ooh, this is not good at all. What? Davos, you converted to the Lord of Light? When did this happen? So he finally converted. And he's still missing, apparently. How's the Vale? No, they're fine at the moment. Yeah, so things are kind of going as they are. Jon Snow's got a second invasion of Craster. Okay, so the White Walkers are attacking Craster's Keep now, which has apparently gone independent because a wildling controls it. The Haunted Forest seems to have fallen apart a bit. The Redbeards have kind of gone independent as well. It looks like you might have Tommen versus the White Walkers at some point. Not sure how I feel about that. We need to get back there and save the world. And Aegon has declared war upon the Iron Throne. Of course he has. Is this going to be... Is he going to have enough men? I don't know. Dorne has actually joined Tommen, so Dorne has seen that Tommen is going to win. They don't think Aegon stands a chance. So they've actually sided with Tommen. Who would have thought that would happen? Young Grazar is more and more becoming known for his great bravery. Well, that is good. He could never be like me anyway. Yeah, we're happy with him being brave. I think she'd like that. We'll get these men in there, though, and then we'll send them off on a boat. Well, just a few of them. 4,000. There we go. We attack them. Let's make a new unit. Too many. 3,008. That should be enough. You know what? Let's just choose that. They can go off. That should be enough to take down the castle. Especially with the dragon. We only needed a few more to be able to siege it down. Craster's Keep is lost. The war beyond the wall is not going well for the people up there. At the table today, Gazda complained about the food being too hot without even touching it. Touch the food to make sure. Let him wait. I don't think Dany would care. I should just let him do what he wants, I think. Let him wait. No matter what I do or avoid doing, there seems to be no good way to make Gazda relax. He won't eat at all now, and I have no more energy to deal with it. Hopeless. I can imagine just letting kids do what they want. She's like, okay, just do what you want. Whatever, fine. Let's bring these men in. Interestingly, declared others' invasion of the Night's Watch. There we go. So the White Walkers are really coming in now. Cold winds are rising in the east. White Walkers have been seen in the Grey Waste. They are killing the living, raising the dead, and are marching on the 5 forts. May the gods save us. So it looks as though the 5 forts in Yai Tai are being attacked from the east. As we can see here. White Walkers, 19,000 men. Oh dear. So we now got White Walkers coming from the east. Now this is an interesting aspect. Obviously this has not been touched on the TV show, but we do know from stories and whatnot that the 5 forts were kind of built to kind of protect from the east, and it sounds like there were monsters that came from the east during the long night. Very similar stories to what happened in the north. So a lot of people speculate that it's White Walkers. I don't think it's actually stated that they are White Walkers, but it sounds like it's a very similar case and similar story. So a lot of people speculate there are White Walkers that will come from the east at the same time in the long night as there was from the north. Now this is an interesting thing because obviously we know now the White Walkers, from the TV show at least, were created by the Children of the Forest. And the Children of the Forest were mostly living in Westeros, it seems. Now, we do know there was probably some that lived in the north of the Dothraki Sea, the northern steppe. I think it was about here there were forests. Let me have a quick look. It might have put it on the map. Maybe it was up here or somewhere up here, or just up here. I remember there were forests kind of in the north up here that if I remember correctly, they do say, people speculate, there were children of the forest there, because there were stories of little people living there who could do magic and whatnot, and I think the local people would never go into the forest. There were even stories of giants and stuff in Essos and whatnot, but yes. So there were definitely stories of that. So did the Children of the Forest also create ones in the east? Was there actually Children of the Forest in the east itself, or maybe further east? There's lots of Children of the Forest. Who knows? We have no idea. But the stories of how it was defeated, like the Yai-Tai, you know, in the east, they have their own story about the Long Night and how it was defeated. A great hero came and, you know, saved the world, similar to Azor Ahai. Now, what makes this interesting, I always find, is the fact that these places are so far from each other. Look at this. You've got the east and, you know, sort of, I guess Essos is where the Roller religion kind of is. But I guess you could say the story also comes from maybe even a Sai, you know, possibly. Who knows where the stories particularly come from? I can't remember exactly where they're stated from. But the stories of Azor Ahai, I'm kind of starting to think, was there two heroes? You know, if there was definitely invasions from two sides, how could a hero, Azor Ahai, save this, the Five Forts, and the North? So was it that the hero defeated the White Walkers in the North, and that stopped the invasion also in the Five Forts? And so that story kind of got passed around, and everyone knows the story, but they don't know who it was, or where it happened, or where he did it? Or were there two heroes? Maybe there was two heroes, in the North and in the East, and the stories kind of got mixed up and convoluted, and it kind of became too similar, and it kind of became like one man. Maybe there was actually two people, possibly. That's something to speculate. I don't know. You know, stories, you know, tales and folk tales kind of get twisted and stuff sometimes. A lot of people speculate some of the old stories we hear are not always completely true, of course, because some of them do sound a bit crazy. And that's one I always find quite an interesting one, the whole story with the two aspects of the White Walker invasion and the Long Night, because it did go the whole world. It wasn't just the North. So maybe it was two people. Who knows? Who knows? Just spitballing, just throwing it out there. Ah. Stannis has actually been released. We'll go look at that in a second. But Dark Wings and Dark Words. We'll just push these over here. Okay, they are going over. A raven has arrived from Yin, with word from the Azure Emperor Guy of Yai-Tai. It can no longer be denied. The ancient enemy that is the others has risen once again. It is time for all men to set aside their petty differences and unite to reclaim the dawn. So the Emperor of the Yai-Tai has had his own wars going on right now. Conquest of the Five Forts. Okay, so a few conquests going on, actually. But it seems like he has a bit of a problem over there. He's only got 8,000 men. He does not have enough men to take this on, and he's pleaded for help with all the people, all the royalty and leaders of the East to come and help fight this invasion. But what can Dany do? Our destiny is to go west. You know, we need to go to Westeros and take our birthright. But then again, to go west, you must go east. Maybe Dany, maybe I'm meant to be the hero of the Five Forts, the hero that saves the East, and Jon Snow's meant to be the hero of the North and save the North. To be honest, if that was in the books, I would love that. Because then she could go be a hero. You know, maybe Jon Snow dies in the North and saves everyone, but then when she returns, she's kind of also a hero, and people, you know, all accept her in as being the queen. That'd be kind of cool, I think, possibly. So I think Dany couldn't stand by and let this happen. She feels that she has a destiny. Maybe going, because of the prophecy, to go west you must go east. This almost sounds like a call, and we have to go east to save the world so we can go back home. This is almost like a call-in, and we know Dany always listens to those prophecies. I do apologize you can hear from the background. My dog is playing with their bowl. The little puppy, Bubble. Bubble! Bubble! What are you doing? Stop it. I don't know what's wrong with her. She's like biting the bowl. I think she's hungry. So I'm going to have to go. I think I have to go. But yes, we're going to have to go east. The prophecy, she always listens to it, always on her mind. So I think we're going to ready the man. We ride east. We will be the hero of the dawn. Wait, what? That's not the conquest I wanted to be part of. Huh. Well, let's see what happens with that next time. I'll see you guys then. Goodbye.